G is what I worked. G was uh G was like European targets. Yeah, Western European.
Were these decided like by way of threat?
There was no part three. The Krishnamurti Foundation was answering questions and comments. It's a two-parter, and I have to agree with the numerous handful of people saying they were very coherent. That was they elucidated it. So I took down some notes, and I should be able to generate a what we call cliff notes for how to become enlightened via the Krishnamurti method. All right, so that'll about do it. Then I gotta edit it. Now I'll probably maybe I should sleep. Should I sleep on my Krishnamurti stuff, or should I try to pound it out? It's getting late. It's not 12:30 yet, though. Let me hit pause and regroup. All right, so the I'm leaving the links. It's a two-parter, so a couple hours. You can watch for yourselves. It's with them live together. All right, so here's the exegesis according to me. That's sort of my specialty. I'm able to ingest words, language, specifics, and then pound it out into my own words. Sort of how David Bohm was doing that for Krishnamurti. They had good chemistry. You might have even mentioned chemistry. It becomes a blur. The key is to be whole by the end of it, with to realize the observer is the observed, and to try to live without having to make any choices. Choice implies conflict, so that's the end game, to live the same with both action and thought. Thought, thought. Not thoughts. Thoughts. That's the topic, thoughts. So they start out they're saying evolution is real, but not for consciousness. There's the brain, and then there's the mind. The mind is outside of time and space. Um, I'll get to other notes on that. The brain is basically conditioned, while the mind is free. The mind is outside of thought. The mind must be the Tao within Krishnamurti's interpretation of social reality. So the brain's conditioned, and that leads to all the problems, all the misery, the loneliness, the despair, the everything is memory, everything is conflict, and giving everything a definition, despite the word can never be what it's trying to describe. I could talk about other scholars. I could digress, but it's not about me. But I was just thinking, Walter Benjamin had that the reproduction. What was that? Art. Something on reproduction. Art being reproduced. It was interesting. Walter Benjamin. Walter Benjamin. Sorry, I get this hay fever thing. All right. So the mind's the good guy. The mind is free. It's beyond ego. I imagine. Mind is the end game. Um, it's outside of time and thought. It's free. There is an interaction between mind and brain. Mind is in the realm of space and silence. And we're not talking space in the general sense. I think he means space in its entirety. They also discuss intervals between sounds. A lot of this went over my head. It would be easier for someone like me to read this and try to think it. I'm sure not everything they're saying is coherent, is 100% coherent. So the mind is the good guy. It's in the realm of space and silence, emptiness. So the brain is the chatterbox. The brain takes over. He's saying we all have the same mind. It's a universal mind. He's saying we all, we'd all feel like pain the same way. We feel everything that can be experienced for the most part. It's it's all the same.